So very good morning all. So welcome to SAP ABAP on HANA online training sessions. So let's continue with the new topic. There is a module pool. It's also called as a transaction programming, right? So there are a couple of names actually here. So introduction to module pool and a screen programming also we can call transaction programming also we can call because dialog programming. So there are a couple of names because when you are designing the screens it's like application. Let's say simple example, MM01, VA01, all this, it's a transaction, right? It's a screens. So when you call the screens, directly I cannot call individual screen one by one. That's what we have to create a T code for that. So right, we have to create a T code. So for the transaction codes, okay. Then dialog programming system point of view, it is like a screen by screen it is calling, but user point of view it is a screen by screen. But technically speaking, dialog means like a backend program. So module by module it is calling. That's what there are a couple of names. Okay, let's start with this. And here mainly the dialog programming is required for the two-way communication, right? A report is nothing but a one-way, and a dialog programming is for the two-way communication. What is one-way communication and two-way communication? A report, generally we used to read the data from the database. With the reports, we have not modified anything, correct? With the reports, we saw that classical, interactive, ALV reports and all these reports, we just reading the data from single table, multiple tables and all, right? Whereas a module pool, dialog programming, I can read the data, I can modify the data. So the best example, MM01. Just a second. Yeah, so we can read the data, we can, modify the data. MM01 is to create and MM02 is change, right? So the next one here, so when you start here, there are a couple of things. Now we can do with the three steps. First step is C38. There we have to create a program. So the program type should be M. M is a module pool. As a second step, we have to create with SC51 screen painter. We have to design the screens, and the screen number should be other than 1000, any number. So 1000 should not select it because 1000 is already occupied for the module report programming for parameters and select options. And then finally, to create screens to mix like no to do it with a transaction code club, then there is a SE93 is a T code. All right. So this is what a transaction programming here at this point, right? Introduction. Screen is a component of a ABAP programming. It consists of input output, IO operations for this flow logic. It is also called as a Dyne Pro. Web Dyne Pro is different, a Dyne Pro is different. Dyne Pro means input output, everything on SAP GUI window, right? Whereas the WebDyn Pro means like your output should be on HTTP browser based. That's what a dynamic programming. It is created using the screen painter. In SE80 also can go or SE51 directly. A screen can be defined for the executable program, module pool, and function group. Because screen we are creating for the report, module pool, and screen. We did with the TMG level, module pool, screen, executable program. Next, dynamic programming. So right here they have their own programs like a copied with between the identical namespace, because field name should be same what you're going to design in a screen, what you're going to design in a program, right? Data passed between the screen object, right? Then module pool. Uh, when you start any screen programming, there is a GUI status. Every screen, make sure that one menu painter is required. This concept we already done, as it is same concept is repeated. Where we did this concept? This concept is repeated in interactive report add user command. We kept the push buttons, right? Push buttons, some action part, menu bars and all. So that's what GUI is, graphical user interface. It contains all three: menu bar, standard, and application. Then SC41 is the T code for that. So the next one here, the main purpose of the module pool is to validate your data. I hope you remember everyone. So because when we created a table in SC11, we said that table should create it always with with the restrictions. You remember, with the restriction means I wanted to feed the data, insert the data, right? Modify the data through application. Through application means like a designer screen, just like UI elements. Right. So slowly SAP is also moving from DynPro to WebDynPro. WebDynPro is also saying that deprecated, outdated. Then we are moving to UI5 Fury, right? So such a kind of designs we have to do it here. So first you learn with a normal DynPro and click insert, update, delete, whatever. The data should post it in the tables, right? So that's what a module pool is used to create a new application by extract manipulation data. So dialog programming is collection of screens, a flow logic and all. Maximum in a real-time case, a sales order, purchase order, every case it is already there. The screens application is already there. So there we wanted to do it our own design, then only we can start with a screen programming. Customization, in a customizing time only we'll design. 90% you'll proceed with the standards only. Right, so interactive phase. There are the dialog programming consists of two phases. One is interactive phase and update phase. So generally interactive phase, like here, users should interact, then insert, delete and all. That's what multiple screens, depending upon the particular transaction you may interact. The update phase means like a directly backend, the process will be taken care, records will be updated in the database. All right, let's start this, all this, how you're going to work. Right, so when you move to here, these are the T codes I said, SC51, SC80, and SC38. Right, so let's start with the first simple programming so that it is easy. Before that, at least some theory topic required here. When you create a screen attributes, these are the properties. We need a program, we need a screen number, screen type, screen, next screen should be link and a cursor should be positioned like that. The next go to here. So in this here, mainly screen programming contain attribute, element and flow logic. These are the screen types. And first screen is linked to the next screen. 200, 300, 300 linked to 300 like that. So next, a screen number, 4-digit number, unique within a web program. I said clearly 1000 should not be created. Every screen number is unique within the same program. Right, screen types are what? Normal screen, model dialog box, then sub screens and all. So if you are screen 100, then the next screen is 200. 200 next screen is 300. If 300 is the last screen, then 0 or a blank or put it next screen is itself is a 300. That's ending with a chain link. Then the cursor position is default for the first input of the first screen. We may change that. You can. So these are the options are there to work. Right. Let's start with the elements. What are the elements here? There is a limited properties. That's what we are moving to WebDyn Pro next programming. Then WebDyn Pro says SAPs we don't want to support directly. They're moving UI5 Fury. There, with this front end user inputs, you can do it automatically. All right, all this. The next one, these are the properties we are going to do: text and input, checkbox, ready buttons, tab strip, table control, and all this. Just drag and drop it, then only design, but the code will not generate automatic. That's what in the next UI level, then the code will be generated with the .html index or right XML, HTML, whatever, JS, JavaScripts and all. The next one here, what exactly this? The properties frequently used, the text field, it is there is no more action here, only label. Input output fields, that is a normal IO operations. Drop down list, some action is there. Check boxes to enable capital X. Space means deselect, right? The next one here, push buttons, some action is required. Each and every push button, some function codes are there. Each push button will trigger with the event called PAI. What is PAI? Process after input. We'll discuss next slides. Ready button also some action is required. Frame just grouping the elements. There is no action. And then these are the buttons mainly will work. And other major topics in this subscreens, table controls, and tab strip controls also there. Right. Then here, then every screen there is a OK code, because whenever you click any push button, that function code should capture into OK code. This OK code will be hand over to your programming, the action part. Right. So the next one here, what kind of events are there in this? So which events we are working here? In module pool programming, there are four events: process before output, process after input. Right. So these are the two events or default. So help request and value request are not default. You can work help is for F4, sorry, value request, help is for F1, value request for F4, search helps. Okay. Then accordingly your requirement, you have to enable that. Process before output, before your screen, do you wanted to provide any default? Right? That is just like initialization event in a reporting. There you can do all the coding. Process after input, generally this code we have to write it when after action part. Let's say if you click push buttons and all, then that code should write it here. Any action should be under this. Right, so four events are not default, but a default are what? This two events are default. Right, process before output, process after input, process on help request, process on value request. F1 is for help, F4 is a value. Right, so this is what a triggered PI before the previous screen. PBO is the first event in a triggering first screen. Any action part users choose any push buttons, it will trigger PI and all this. Let's continue one code, basic code, then easy to understand. Right. Look at, so first step, go to SC38 and just trmb underscore mpool. Right, so let's say mpool 1, simple module pool I'm creating. Any name, start with a Z and Y. So click on create it here. So when you click create, so this is what I knew for today. Module pool, it's not a report, it is a type M, first letter module pool. Save it, interesting, listen carefully, designing the screens and all. So click on save button, new request, like this, and I click save it, and I continue here. Right, so at this point here, I'm going to write, so created three variables, matner, type, metnr. So the next LB underscore MBRSH, type MBRSH. Next LB underscore MTRT, type MTART. That's it. Just declare with the three fields. Just activate here. Right. After this, you should not keep it. This should not be in a change mode. Here the code will be generated automatically. Some PBO events will be generated if you are modifying. So it says that your code currently modifying. That's what. Just activate, leave it in a display mode, or simply can come out. The next module pool program name. This is a program name, and your screen program should be same. Then next one, what is that? Screen, SC51, screen painter. right? So put it same name. You decide screen number. Generally I'll prefer with 100, 200, 300, no more 1000 here. Then, so after deciding the screen number, click on create it, then put it here screen number, normal screen and all. So there is a flow logic. Look at. So what is attribute? In attribute, which screen we are working? Today we'll work out normal only. Tomorrow we'll see this two with do two examples. Screen 100, the next screen is like this. Cursor position is default. Right, let's go with the flow logic. Before flow logic, writing the events. I said clearly two events are default, right? PBO, PI. The next first, let's go design layout. In the layout, in a layout, as per the requirement, you do it. Then later you write action part here. Click on layout. It's loading. Yeah, this is a layout, simple layout module pool, right? And you can do like this. There is a text, select it, click this, and drag and drop it. Click this, drag and drop it. Push buttons like this. Double click on this particular input, you will get one pop-up window. When you double click, you will get pop-up. You can see here which kind of element you have taken. Input output field. You write it something here, right? There's a push button, double click. So push button is there. Every push button mandatory some function codes. Whatever you write it here, that's a name of the push button, function code of the push button. Alright, but generally we'll write with the coding. That's what. Let's delete this. Right. So because we already written, we already created some declaration part in a program. Click this. There is a dictionary or program. Right, so for example, if you wish to continue Mara table, get from dictionary, entire Mara is loaded. Like this, continue, like this. Because each and every input, there is a material from Mara Martner. Then there is a field label is there in the data element, and that's what it is getting. But my requirement today, I wanted to work with my program, not Mara, because with coding and all, with internal table, with variables, that's what I get from program. See that in a first step we declare my first case. Select this push button, click continue, put it here. If I do like this, see that my material number input is too long. That's what you just drag and drop it from the variable so that exactly 18 characters, your name is also proper, and right, that's what you can put it and write it input alpha. I'll tell you later what is the reason. Only wherever you design inputs required alpha. To avoid zeros without zeros, then we wanted to work alpha. Wait, we'll work out later. The next step, input is done, the label, take the text here, that is a T, double click here, then put it here, there is a material number, something like this. Close it. This is what a material number, then save it. The next there is a push button here. Select two push buttons. I wanted to create it. Double click. Then here the push button is get data. You write it anything. Don't give any space. Or this is your wish. Okay, sorry. Name your wish. So here get underscore data. This function code should not be empty. Look at if it is empty, what will happen. Then there is icons here. Click on icons. Then click on here. There is a get. Let's say get something like here. Get something like you can put it anything. If I save it here, still red color. Why? Because it's obligatory function code. Get data. Don't give any generally 4 characters length. You can give anything minimum. That's it. Later, I wanted to write the code with this action get data. Next, repeat the same. Copy paste also works, or select this. There is a exit button, right? Exit from the application. Then put it here. Exit. Right. So click close this and save it. Double click on this. Then click some icons here. Here there is a direct exit is not there. Cancel button with this icon. I'll take it as exit. Right. Then close this. Right, so with this it is done with the exit and all. Right, select it. That's all. The next you wanted to design with a frame box. Then you can select it like this, how much width and height. This is a frame, double click on frame. Here you can write it. Material master info. Close this. Then save it. Any red color it is error, okay? Very simple. If you click this also, if you click here, see the text is there, get data, then this, if you double click, then only you'll get it exit in my function. That's all. And write the code. Design part is done. Go to logic, flow logic. At least one event is required. That is PBO. Double click on this. Double click on this event status and click on yes. The now first will work out with the main program. Select this. Main program means where we created module pool. Click continue. Click yes. See that this is the reason I said initially should not be in edit mode. Now it is changing and work. So what I said here, every module pool there is a set pf status title bars are there. You delete this, put it ztr mb mpool pfs anything. Title bar you can do ztr mb. Okay, double click on this first status, just like we already done this, right? So click on yes, click on yes. In interactive report we did same thing, right? So take it normal screen, continue. Everyone knows what is this. Then there is option called save, back, exit, cancel, right? So then push buttons I don't want to declare here. Push buttons I wanted to declare it in layout. If I declare push buttons I'll get it here, right? That's what activate here, and then one step back. With this menu painter is done. Title bars you can click here, then provide material master info and pool something. Click continue here, right? So keep on save it. Will activate all together at a time. One step back. So with this PBO is mandatory. The next PAI. Is this mandatory? Yes. Why it is mandatory? How many action parts are there here? There are two push buttons. Definitely have to open this logic under process after input. I am clicking that push buttons. That's what open this. Double click on this. Then click on main program. Click on continue. Yes. See that line by line. This is what module and end module is a keyword. That's what we are calling module pool. Module pools are programming. It's not a report. Write the code here. Write the code here. So which code I want to write? Case sy-ucom. We already written. Nothing special here. Next here there is option called uh, sy. Uh, what is that? My push button is when get underscore data should be in a single quotes. When get data, right? So when exit, my function codes where I declared here I have to write select single matter mbrsh mtrt from mara into Today I'm declaring first example without internal table. Next LV underscore MBRSH LV underscore MT RT. The next await Matner in. So this is what equals to LV Matner. What is LV Matner? LV Matner is my first screen input, screen one input. That's it. After this, there is a leave to screen 200. I'm going to design 200 screen. Wait for that. Next, leave to screen 0. That's it. When you exit, come out. When you click get data query, and this I'm going to design these three variables should print it in 200 screen. That's what leave to screen. Once you execute, leave to screen to next. Save it here, check syntax here, one step back. The next with this my screen done, one is activated, everything is done. Design part, action part is done. One step back. In the same screen module pool 200 you have to design it. So click on create it. There is a 200 screen is also, you can write it here. That is what output screen, you write it whatever. It's also normal screen. Then here also there are two PBOPI events. Then click on layout. Here I have to design. Here I have to design. Right. So what I have to design here, and don't drag and drop it here because variables, click dictionary. My output screen should be this 3 and put it like this. If you wish you can continue like this, okay. The next labels we have to add it. Double click, there is a material number, right? So then take it like this, copy this and paste it. Control V, Control C I'm using, speed up. And you can also first one here, instead of double click, there's a label. Then you click it. So here also you can change it. Material, industry, SECTOR, industry sector. Click this, material type, speed up, material type like this. That's all. With this it is done. Just give spaces, it will include. When you give spaces, it is like moving like this. Just click save it. The labels are done. The next, I want two more push buttons to make it here. User can exit any time. This is what exit, or else back, right? Back to input. Next, I wanted to give back is a function code. Right, you decorate. I showed how to do with this back buttons. There is a search option. You can search it back. Then I want to take it this back icon. Next, one more icon. So this you put it whatever the design here. Double click. So here at any time exit from the application. Then here I wanted to use exit button. Then use this. There is a cancel. Right. So selected this icons. That's it. I just adjust it here. Yeah, with this I hope you understood all the design part and decorations. Right, so this is done. Save it this. Next up there is a module box. Then this one you keep it here. Then double click on this here. Material master output screen. That's it. Right, so this is not input, right? Double click on this, and this two three boxes, input boxes is input output, and go to program. There is a possible, not possible means untick, it is grayed out because that is only output. Double click on this. Instead of every time double click, after design you may close it. No need to close, you directly double click and it changes automatically. Untick this. Double click third one, untick this. What is that? It is only output. I don't want to give edit mode to you. That's all. Save it. Every screen we have, again two events. This event is not required. Why? Because we already designed for the 100, then 200 is required. Yes, because there are two push buttons. Click, and I want to write the code in main program. Click continue. Click yes. So here there is the same case sy hyphen ucom here. Then there is a option called then next button here. Sorry, back button. The next exit button. So here leave to leave to screen 100 because 100 is my screen previous one. The next so the next one here, so leave to screen 0. Right, so just save it here. Syntactically correct. Everything is done because getting data from get data. When you click get data, I'm getting data screen 200. Back button activate. Your programming is done. One step back, then activate here. Right, so what is PBO? So something you wanted to put some default. I can write it like this because LV underscore Matner equals to, for example, material number 23 if you wish to continue. That's with this you understood. Process before output. Sorry, not here. Double click on this. Here I have to write. Under this LV underscore Matner equals to 23. Hope you understood what is PBO. Process before output. When the screen is loaded, 23 material is default because just like initialization, activate whole program is done. Just activate here. My module pool programs I cannot execute directly. That's what third step would have to do. After activating all two screens, copy your module pool program, go to SC93. This is what a third step. Click SC93, paste it any T code with the same name or different name you can say. Module pool, let's say mat. Create short description. When you click create, it is asking short description. Here be careful. And yesterday we did report, right? For report T code is different. Now today transaction module pool screen. Continue this. Then put it here. There is 100, right? Then that's it. Same like yesterday, but ready button is different. That's all. With this, you're ready with the T code and save that. New transport, save it, continue, and continue. Right, so finally my T code is what? Module pool mat. Enter here, the T code is module pool mat, enter button. That's all. Look at why you're getting 23. It's a default. It's a default. So screen 1 is loaded, get data, getting data here, back to here, right? So get data. Let's remove that 23, I guess there is no data, or give it like 59 is the material. Yeah, it's there 59 material in Mara table and it is working. So, right, so let's say 49, 43 is also there, then see that it is changing, right? 89 material, it is there. Yes, that's it. At any time exit. Right. It's working each and every option. Input, you can default, you can change it. That's it. We did with the first example with a single output. My next example is like this. Here I want to be a table control, like internal table stories we have to do. First example is single, how to do it. Next, a continuation with the second example. Second example, I wanted to copy from the first, or else like this. Look at now. Then first go to SC 38. Second one is I wanted to keep it, module pool with the table control. Interesting. Look at now. Click on create it. So write module pool with this. There is a module pool type M programming. Click on save it. So here also I'm designing two screens. Right. Save it. Transport request. There is a program, right? So we want a table means have to declare internal table. So we already done all this in SC38. Let's copy that from the where we did classical report and all, right. In reports we did, right. In reports we did all this. Let's copy these things. That's it. Right. So in my module pool, I wanted to work this. Right, so structure, I'm going to design in the second screen these six fields and this. Very important concept here. Module pool does not have any select options and all. A report is a report program. In a report, we have a parameters and select options. But how do you manage in module pool? You declare as a variables. Directly LV Matner 1 type Matner. Next LV underscore METNR2 type Matner. That's it. These two variables, I'm going to take it as an input. Next second screen, I'm going to take it as internal table output. That's it. With the first step is done. What is first step? First step is to create a program with the only declaration part. I said clearly should be in a display mode after activation. That's important. One step back, copy the same, go to SE51 is a second step. SE51 is a screen painter. Put it here. Then this is unique within the program. Okay, right? So then there is a click create, then put it here table. So here also first screen 100. Okay, normal program. So here go to layout. First I have to design in the layout. Right, so double click on this. Right, take it like this, and there is option called the click. Right, so you have to click this and I click on get from program. What are my two inputs? I'm taking two variables inputs, and then take it like this. I said very clearly double click on this alpha. What is alpha? If I entered only 11, 23, 43, material should get it. Otherwise I have to enter 0, 0, 0, 0, 11 like that. So next MATNET 2 double click. Here also you have to give alpha. That's all. These two inputs, only input level alpha is required. Then make it so this two text, double click on text here. There is a material master lower limit, right? So then here, and then click copy and paste it. Control C, Control V. Then I'll change it here to high, low and high. Then make it your own decoration designs you wish. Next after this, right, so just keep on save it, no red color. Then two push buttons I wanted to add it here. Let's say get data. Here get underscore data. You write it any names, it's not a keyword. Then make it here. So click on this get, like get table things. Then give one spaces get data. Close this. You can do drag and drop it your push buttons. Right, so click on save it. So you can also copy and paste it. When I copy pasted, yes, double click, then this one, this is a push button. Yeah, so this push button I have to change it with exit from application. Then here I wanted to write any name. Make sure that caps, all function code should be caps. And exit icons, you can change it with this. Cancel. Any fancy things you can select it. Continue here. That's it with the design of first. Frame is good. It is not obligatory. Then this is what a box. Double click on this box and we are at a box. You type it here, material master table input screen, then continue this and save it. That's all with the first. Then same story, PBO, at least one PBO first it is required. And so these two events are not obligatory. These two events are only commented. You uncomment it and double click on yes. Then slowly you understood better you write it in includes, because in my previous example I wrote with the main program my code should be an include. Then that is preferred and I click continue with the include. It is creating new separate include, nothing special, but entire PBO kept it in separate includes. You know very well how to do your own things. I'll utilize space is a predefined menu painter. That's it. I'm utilizing predefined menu painter space. Then activate. But your side don't do this, or at least one you practice, but keep on you create your own menu painters. Activate, then one step. So this is there, right? So the next here, there is one more, right? Double click on this, click on yes, then create one more separate includes. Here click continue and includes. I preferred includes, even in real time also will do it include. What kind of query I have to write? Because the same query which we have written the report, then write it. Just to speed up, I'm copying this. Right, you know very well how to write a code for this. Then how to write it? Case sy-u com user command. Then when what? Get underscore data, when exit, when get data, write the code. Is it matter in, not in? It is between first two variables. It is between, because no select option, right? LV underscore matter 1 and LV underscore matter 2. These are my two inputs from the screen 100. Okay. Then after that, what? Leave to screen 200. That's it. Then leave to screen 0. 0 means come out. With this I am done with the first thing. Right, just activate. See that second one I should provide it in include. One step back. So with this activate here. Right, so done with the flow logic and screen 100 design, everything is done. Next at 200 screen, go to 200. Before going to the 200, so how the includes are going to the program I'll show you. Because in SC38 is a module pool program. We just open that in a change mode. Look at includes are getting here, right? Because instead of writing the code with the PBO PI like this, includes are good option. Previous one I'll show. Previous one is what? Module pool 1 we did. How the previous one? It is like subroutines are created here only, modules. But instead of this, This option is good. Yes, this option is good. Module pool underscore table. That's it. Just to know that how the includes are generating here. That's it. Screen 100 is one. Next is screen 200. Here, interesting. Look at now. Click create. Then this is what my output table type. Here also normal. Go to layout and I take it here. Then there is an option called look at. So generally we'll get it like this. If you drag and drop it, it will create only one row. But I need a table. Look at that. There is a option called table control. You click this icon, select it, one single click, drag and drop it. How much table you want, table width and height. Double click on this table. First you give any name. I give table control name is TC1. TC1. Right. So just put it any vertical, horizontal, resizing just like you'll get Excel sheet kind of thing. Close it. First red color is gone because I gave that table control any name TC1. Why the body level headings red color body level? Because still select it all this, drag it, so continue, drop it on the body. That's it. The resizing if I don't do, see that it is like a normal. That's what separators required. And that's it. With this, you double click. What is the first one? Matner. Second one, third one, MTRT. Right? Double click on this means. Next, I wanted to put headings because we already took that column headings as a tick symbol. And then this is a common. Select this headings title. Right? Just select it. Select this text. Select this text. Now click one text. Here you write the text. What is that? Material number. Option 1. Or else option 2 double click. If you double click also will get same. And then instead of double click. Next one is industry CTOR. Right. Instead of double click this option is good. Click here. Write it here. Material type. Next here there is a base UOM. The next here there is a gross gross weight. The next click on this here, remove that net weight. That's it, net weight. Yeah, I'm done this design part and all. Sorry, with this no red color, but this is what, this is all output only, right? Double click on this, you'll get pop-up. Click inputs, double click on this inputs, double click inputs, double click inputs like this. That's all. With this we have done. Save it and a back to flow logic. Write a code. We don't require PBU, we require PAI, process after input. Then double click on this, click on yes. Then I wanted to create it in new include program. Just continue here and continue here. Continue here. Right here simple case sy hyphen ucom. Right, then what is that here? Then we have to do it here. There is a exit back button, right? I think I've not kept it anything. Let me keep it that. So exit. I have to design two push buttons over there. Leave to screen 100 when you go back. The next here, leave screen 0. I'm going to design that. Save it. Next, after this, finally, so you have to create a one controller. Let's activate first here. That's it. One step back. Then go to layout. So I have to keep two push buttons. Right. So there is a back to input. Select this icon, continue. So the next one is exit. Double click on this, exit. So here exit. Click direct no exit, cancel is a button. There you'll get icon like exit icon. That's it. You search it. Then put it like this. Yeah, with this I'm done. Then just save it. Now one step back. And make sure that this, because with a query, with a select query, I got 10 records. Loop at iTab, correct? Loop at iTab into work area. Each row in internal table, I have to put it, come back, put it like this. Because I have to loop it in internal table into work area values are putting like this. Then small piece of code I have to write it in a flow logic. This is just to enable, but I am not opening the event. Look at loop at loop at I tab into W tab with with the control. My control name is TC1 and loop. That's it. I'll tell you what is the reason I have to loop this. Here there is a only loop. Look at now. So that is what here I'm saying. My design of 200 is table control like this, correct? Table control is like this. First record, how many time? If it is 10 records, 10 time the loop is going. One record is getting work area to TC1. This TC1 is designed in 200 screen. That's what you have to do. This logic in a 200. Are you getting now? Process before put it first record. Then come back to here. Once it is placed, PAI, some action is required, then it is looping, then second record is going to here and like this, one, two, three, it is looping and printing. If there is no module pool, generally here you have to write statement. But is this write statement, is this report? No write statement in module pool, right? Write statement in classical ALV and all. This is instead of write statement, we are printing on table control. That's it. Small logic. The next, finally, here you activate like this. You activate 200 like this. That's it. And one final thing, go to SC38 in this program. So look at three includes are generated. Just one thing you have to write data. Let's say TC1 is my table control type, table view. Sorry, it is a controls TC1 type, table view using don't. What is the reason I have to declare? Because so we are writing some code, the table control should declare it in a programming also. What a flexible, here also you can keep it, you know, cut this and make it as include ZTR, there is a top include. Double click on this. Yes, this all declaration should be includes. And that's what I'm keeping this and include program. Save it. This declaration also I'll dump it in include. Cut cut this, go to here. Yep, we kept it in include. Only all declarations under one include. This is what we are expecting the code in a real time. The code should be everything and includes. So why not this also? Cut this, then go to here, then the declaration should be an include. Reusability, main concern, process is what? Your entire code should be reusable. That's it. Any code like this. one step, activate here, one step back. With this, everything is done. Now finally create a T code SC93. To create a T code, put it here. T code name can be anything. Click here, right? So click on here. Then there is a dialog program. Continue here. Then put it here. Then screen 100, because that's the first screen. Support all GUI. We did already this. Just save it. Save it in a package. Then continue here. Then anything here, save it, and continue here. That's all. That's all. Your T code is ready. Go back to your SC9, SC, sorry, not SC, directly T code, enter. Transaction does not exist. What we give? My T code name is, I give same, right? Yeah, now it's working. T code is working. Yes, 1 to 100 records. I wanted to show it in module pool. Get data. Right, some missing had terminated. I tab is a fewer than fields. Yeah, I understood that. Go to SC38. In the structure, I have to change it. In the table, in the program, I guess. Yeah, here there is no PST because I deleted that. Activate. Now it will work. Right, entire T code. Just go to here. Enter. What's my T code? Some mistake. Yeah, enter T code. Right, so it's working. 1 to 100. Get data. That's it. That's it. See that you're getting data in a table control. It is a scrollable, dynamic. 1 to 100 you're getting. Go back. Then 1 to 1000. Then get data because fresh data is required. Exit and do it. One more time. Double click. Your T code is ready. 1 to 1000. Get data. Yes, so much data here. And then it is getting. Right, I hope you understood everyone. This is a logic. Right. Let's show you that how to download all the programs in one at a time. Because no need to go to SC38, right? Then do this control C, control V. Stop working that directly you can download like this. Look at go to SC38. There is a predefined program, riptran. Riptran is a program, report transaction like that. This is a standard program. You just run this, and I wanted to run all this like this. You can start ZTR morning batch A to Z. You wanted to download, do it like this, A to Z. Because I started with the ZTR morning batch A to Z, whatever the programs I have given, this range I have to download it into my C drive ABAP. That's it. Or you change it location way to do it. Run this. It started downloading all this in my C drive. That's it. Double click on this in a C drive. There is a WAPS. See that. See that. It's downloading. Why you wanted to copy? Double click, it will be great. I'll show you one thing. When I double click grid display, I'm getting complete data. Plus stop include is also one program I'm getting includes. Right, all includes you're getting. Any doubts? That's it. That's a simple, like 56 items are selected so far with the morning batch. What we did, 56 examples are loaded. That's all. For example, if you wish to copy the code, if you wish to see the code, this is what my program. For example, ZTR, ZTR, some module pool program table. Right. Go to SC9, SC. 38 every day you're doing SC39. If you click SC39, there is a split screen, my program and your program like this. Right, there's a split screen, display mode or a change mode. Two screens side by side, your program, my program. But you cannot create it here. What I'm saying. Left side, my program. Right side, your program. Place a cursor, change mode. Place a cursor, change mode. But my program should make it display mode. Very handy. You can see that, and you can come back. You can write the code like this. Okay. But you cannot create a new program here. You cannot change execute and all. You just comparison purpose and write the code and design. Once the design comparison over, then you go back to normal SC38, SC80. Cannot create it here, please. Only you can do change and display comparison purpose only. Right? Initially you create and come back, change and type it. That's okay. That's it.